Good evening. I am here at the FIU training camp with two gentlemen from the FIU Rugby Alumni Foundation. I don't know exactly the names of the institution.
Network.
Panther Network, yeah, it's complicated. So this is Alberto Pisani, aka Luigi. Everybody knows him. He's been around forever. Miami, old FIU player also. And Federico Bregni. He's the president of the Alumni Association, and they have dropped by today to the practice to see what's going on at the beginning of the season. So we're going to talk about a little bit, what is it that you guys do?
Yeah, sure. So maybe 4 years ago, the alumni always got together once a year to come play the students. We've been doing that since 2006.
Like a social
We
thing.
do a social alumni game, and very informal. So about 4 years ago, we decided to set it up with the university as a chapter of the FIU Alumni Association, so that we could be recognized by the university. And we keep the tradition of the alumni game, but we also established a scholarship fund with the university that we're currently fundraising for.
How far are we with this group?
We're about 50% done with endowment requirements for it. It is very important for us to reach that goal because that will allow the Alumni Association to give back to the students in forms of scholarships, in forms of providing a fund for the students to go and travel and provide the help needed that we as younger players didn't get maybe back then. So it's very important that we as a Alumni Association get together to reach that endowment goal.
How many people are involved in the Alumni Association, more or less,
More or less, well, the board is comprised of 3 individuals, myself as president, Luigi as VP, and Michael Swayre as marketing director, and we have 3 secretaries that we appoint to get involved with the actual organization of the alumni.
But I mean, how many alumni do you have that is, that you know who they are and where they are?
Oh, more than 200 individuals.
Okay. That's a nice number. And I'm always curious about when they talk about scholarships, exactly what does that mean? Like, you would be able to give enough money to somebody and that would take care of what?
So we used to, at the alumni game, the students would ask the alumni for donations. We would give them money. They would use it, hopefully for rugby, maybe not, who knows. And then we do that every year, over and over.
Keep the beer coming.
Right.
We just got a donation.
So what we decided to do is to make something more permanent. We established this fund with the university, so our donations go into that fund.
Okay.
And what the university does, they invest. They have money from all kinds of organizations, and all the donors that give to the university gets invested, and then they pay out based on the returns on the investment. But to lock in that automatic payout without eating away at your fund, at your principal, is $25,000. So that's our goal to set up the minimum endowment. And the more you get, the more you could give. So if we had $1 million endowment, we could probably give a scholarship to all these students, every year, and they'd all be up full rides.
I'll go back to school.
So eventually maybe that would be great to get there. But with $25,000,
anybody can donate to this fund?
Yes, anybody could donate.
Okay, we're going to put here on the bottom of the screen the address, the web address.
Yes.
And also
you could set up even a weekly, you want to do monthly. In fact, we've been pushing now to get the alumni from our network to sign up, kind of like a subscription. Say, hey, give us $5 a month towards the scholarship. So we've been making a push to get.
Okay, we're going to put your number also for this, so anybody watching this wants to get in touch and see what kind of, and anything that is planned for this immediate season that we're coming up with, other than the alumni game.
Right. So the alumni game is we'd have to talk to, now that we're here, we'll probably talk to Ronnie and see what we could do as far as a date for the alumni game. But
alumni
have
weekend, really. We have changed it from just the
dinner
game
and then the game.
to the weekend.
You
it's
guys,
a whole weekend
I have been in some of these, and it's pretty nice. I mean,
the alumni look forward to it. It's most of them don't play rugby anymore, so it's an excuse for them to come out and pretend like they know how to play.
I would think that you would have to try to get the most amount of alumni involved in some more practical way, right? like in a presence, more day to day. I mean, not coming to practice, have 200 guys here watching or whatever, but to the games, I don't know.
Yeah, and part of the push in making the organization formal with the university is to build a base so that we can bring in, when the students graduate, they have somewhere to they have an organization to be a part of, and it's not an informal network of, then you start separating. When it's informal, the older graduates, there's groups, and you don't keep that connection across the generations. So we're trying to maintain that, and that was part of the idea last year that Fede had to establish the secretary roles. That we essentially at the alumni game reached out to recent grads or seniors that were graduating that year, and asked them to be a part of the board.
I'm sure you have
so that
guys,
they could be kind of like a bridge, and,
Yeah,
and we could start bridging the older alumni with the younger alumni, and hopefully with time we could build a network where more people will get involved in more capacities to help the students
and to network within your own teammates and people that have a certain character for friendship and camaraderie in the field. They'll be out there eventually looking for jobs and hopefully create something more than just a sport.
Yeah.
Right, and that's important that he said that too, because for example we have the godfather, the founder, the original founder of Gabe was the founder, but he was the refounder. It's a complicated history, but
it is.
he refounded the club in 2000, and he's very involved on the back end with the alumni. But he pledged. He's a real estate agent, and he pledged.
You want to name him, or shall he remain unnamed?
Carlos.
Just because
I've always known him as.
Maybe he gets pissed off, and
his name is Carlos. He knows his godfather, but Carlos.
The godfather. Okay. Okay, well,
Carlos.
good.
His name is Carlos.
I was going to ask you, in terms of during the season, do you guys support the team in any ways, like paying for uniforms, stuff, videos? I don't know, wink, wink, that kind of stuff.
We supported the videos on a number of occasions.
Yeah, when I call you.
We have done videos,
but
and
usually
I think we have done before me being president, but before we have supported them, I think with some of the kids for the jerseys back in the day. And we're trying to, but at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is ultimately get to that goal of the 25,000 for the endowment, so we can help them more. And it's kind of counterproductive, obviously, but we're always trying to reach a hand.
That's understandable. You maybe should have somebody sitting on their board. An alumni sitting on their board. So you have to come to their meetings now and then, and that's an idea there.
That would be an idea. But I wanted to finish the thought on Carlos, on the godfather.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Because he mentioned networking and maintaining the business network amongst the alumni. He's a realtor, and he pledged when I first established the scholarship. He was part of the board. I think he was the marketing director, and he pledged. He gave me money up front for the scholarship, but he also pledged. For any referral that comes through rugby, he will donate a percentage of his commission on the sale or rental.
Okay, we'll put his info down here.
So I could send you that.
And maybe I get some commissions also.
And so he's supported. It's helped him networking. Getting some business through the network, and it's helping us on the scholarship end because it's securing donations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the team? They are coming from a couple of years of not doing 2 or 3 years not doing very well, but they seem very enthusiastic this year. There are decent numbers.
We have numbers. That's important.
Yeah, it looks like a good set of athletes. Lots of coaching.
I just want to insert this little anecdote with me and Luigi. I'm very fond of FIU, not only because my kids, of course, played here for so many years, but because this is where I came into rugby.
I taught you everything there is to know about rugby.
You didn't teach me anything actually, but I do remember those days back in, I think this was 2009. Are you going to leave or something to stay here? When we would come to practice throughout the summer, you may remember, of course, and we were 6 guys.
By the swimming pool.
Yeah, I mean, we would practice anywhere, wherever we could. Gabe was always at practice, and we were 6 guys in 100-degree heat for some reason.
Your kids were 10 years old.
Tomas used to come now and then, which was totally inappropriate, but we had a lot of fun. So, okay, Federico Bregni, Luigi, thank you very much. We'll be seeing you around. I hope you guys bring people to the games, okay?
That's a plan.
I know I've seen you guys, but okay, very nice talking to you, and we'll see you around, okay?
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, sir.
FIU.
Fist bumps, okay.
Okay.